All right, so we're going to take a look at the first 3 days of the week of Sunday, December 7th. So the market closed on Friday at the vertical bar on your left, 133.31.7 pips. And you can see our upper and lower lines there. Looks like the upper line is a little off. So let's see if we can adjust that. So we have 31.7 in the middle and then 01. So we want this to be 61, don't we? Okay, so that's better. So now they look evenly spread apart by approximately 30 pips. So we can see that as the pair started trading on Sunday night after the market opened in foreign countries, we can see that it danced below and then above the 30 pips away line and kind of taunted hitting the low but did not quite, went back to the New York close, kind of stayed at the New York close, and so no trade really available there on Monday. All right, so let's take a look at Tuesday. So to take a look at Tuesday, we need to take a look at Monday's close. And what we'll do here is we will take this spot, not quite, missed it by one there. Missed it by one again. See if we can get it right in the middle this time. We do. Closed at 133.22 and 7. So we're going to move our middle line to 22.7. Okay, and we're going to move the lower line then to 92. And we're going to move the upper line to 52. Again, these are all 30 pips away from that close. Okay, so we started right here at 1700. So now this is Monday night going into Tuesday. We can see we danced around the New York close quite a bit. And even at 3 a.m., we were still very close to the New York close and had not gone away from it. Now, just for your interest, we'll see that on Tuesday, after 4 and before 5, we did breach the 30 pips above. And then later, about 7 a.m., we did come back down those 30 pips. This is outside our normal air hours, and also it would have been a little bit difficult to hit this one because we, of course, don't know what a candle looks like exactly until the period closes. So on just a simple approach trading day, we would not have traded here either. So let's take a look at the third day. And to take a look at the third day, we'll go to, again, 1700 on Tuesday, which will be the close. And it's going to show us the close of 1655 was 132.97.6. So we're going to bring this down to 97.6 or thereabouts. Got a little shaky finger here. All right. And then that means the lower line would be 67. Okay, and it means the upper line would be 27. Okay, and then from 1700, let's see if those three lines look equidistant, and they do. So now Tuesday night going into Wednesday, again, we start at the New York close, and as time proceeds, we are really hugging that line quite a bit. Then the clock moves over into Wednesday. We've moved up a bit. And now you can see we're moving up towards that 30 pip away line up. But right at 3 a.m., which is in the middle now, you can see we did not quite make it. So even at 3:05, we got as high as 27.4, but did not quite make it up there. And again, it would have been difficult to find a closing candle that is 30 pips away but shows us it's going back in the right direction. In fact, there are none of those. So just to show, though, the consistency here, we did almost touch it, and then we came down and almost touched the low again, and then we finally breached it here later in the morning. And now we're going off into the latter part of the afternoon on New York time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in tomorrow's close that we'll look at in Sunday's video, tonight's close. So we're going to go ahead and ask for the price at 16.55. It closed at 133.838. So we're going to take this middle line and go up to 838. Okay. And then the lower line from 83 will be 53. Okay, and the upper line will be 13. All right, so we'll go ahead and put in a vertical line now. And we're going to put it right here, which is the close of the 16.55 period for New York. So the New York closed for Wednesday night, and you can just see we're just an hour or two away from that, still hovering the New York close line. Okay, so in the first 3 days of this week, no trades, and we will see what Thursday and Friday brings when we come back and speak to you on Sunday.